In the lead-up to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations, there were concerns that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's UK reunion would steal the monarch's limelight. But it turns out, it was her youngest relatives who stole the show. Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis had a starring role in Trooping the Colour, making their carriage debut as they joined the impressive military parade. The royal trio chatted, laughed and waved as they joined their mum, the Duchess of Cambridge, and step-grandmother Camilla, with Charlotte even spotted slapping down her little brother's overexcited royal wave. They then headed inside to watch the rest of the event with their second cousins, including Mike and Zara Tyndall's children. Joined by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who have returned to the UK for the celebrations, several of the Queen's great-grandchildren could be seen playing together and mucking about. The Cambridge children then headed up to the Buckingham Palace balcony to watch the RAF fly past, with little Louis treating fans to some excellent facial expressions. We've looked back at some of the royal children's most adorable and funniest moments from today's historical event. One of the biggest perks of being royal is getting to watch the incredible Trooping the Colour flight display from the best seats in the house, but Louis didn't seem overly impressed. It's only the second time has attended the event as it's been cancelled or scaled back in recent years due to COVID. He was seen pulling some incredible faces during the display, covering his ears and resting his chin on his hands. He was also spotted looking a tad bored and leaning on the balcony wall. And to be honest, with all his cousins playing indoors, we don't blame him for wanting to get back inside to join the fun. The two young royals are believed to be good pals as they're often at family events together, so it wasn't surprising to see them playing happily at the Jubilee event. While they watched trooping through the Horse Guards window, they could be seen playing playful fisticuffs with Kate standing closely behind them. Mia's parents, Mike and Zara Tyndall, were also in the room along with Princess Beatrice and her husband Edo. The most au fait with huge public events, Prince George appeared calmer than his siblings when he rode in the carriage. Unlike Louis, who was chastised by his sister for his over-enthusiastic waving, the 8-year-old didn't appear visibly overwhelmed by the huge crowds. But he was spotted calling his mum, the Duchess of Cambridge, an adorable nickname by lip-reading expert Jeremy Freeman. According to the Daily Star, George could be heard calling her mama, as he commented on the size of the crowd. In a sweet video, he could be seen dutifully bowing his head, alongside his siblings, when the national anthem was played on their arrival at the Horse Guards parade. Tens of thousands of people gathered on the Mall to see the Queen, with millions more watching on TV around the world, but her great-grandson also wanted her attention. He moved over to stand in front of her before starting a chat with her, with a lip reader revealing he asked her if the red arrows were coming soon. She replied, "I hope so." The little princess was seen keeping her brother calm down but was spotted telling him off for waving too much. She was seen slapping his excited hand down, making sure he was on best behavior. She was later spotted supportively holding his hand as they made their journeying around the procession. Meghan and Harry could also be seen watching Trooping the Colour from the Horses Guard, and it looked like they were having a great time with the younger members of the family. The Duchess of Sussex was jokingly shushing the Tyndall and Phillips kids, with her husband joining her to do the same later on. Body language expert Judy James told the Mirror Meghan looked in her element when mucking about with the children. Understandably, the royal kids wanted to watch the action themselves and were spotted looking out the window of Horse Guards, which is where the royals were gathered. As they were leaning out, Louis did an adorable little salute at the Irish Guards as they continued to parade for the Trooping the Colour, with a very serious face.